Long gone are the days of vanilla boys' love dramas dominating the scene. Now you are guaranteed to find the perfect BL for you regardless of your tastes. Today let's explore some BDSM BL dramas. Before we begin, BDSM is an acronym that stands for bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and masochism. BDSM covers a wide range of activities, and people can be into as few or as many as they like. Mizuki and Yo in My Personal Weatherman. Mizuki and Yo's relationship is like a weather forecast, full of highs and lows, with a chance of dominance and submission. Mizuki takes on the role of the dominant partner, while Yo happily plays along in a more submissive position. Yo's penchant for pouting and provoking Mizuki suggests that he enjoys being under Mizuki's control. Consent is key in any relationship, especially in BDSM dynamics. While their dynamic may involve possessiveness and jealousy, both Mizuki and Yo seem to consent to these behaviors. Yo's provocations and Mizuki's responses indicate a mutual understanding, even if it's not explicitly communicated. Their interactions, like Yo pushing Mizuki's jealousy or Mizuki's possessive reactions, can be seen as a form of emotional and psychological play, common in BDSM relationships. It's like they're dancing to the tune of domination and submission, each enjoying their role in the game. Despite the power play, Mizuki genuinely cares for Yo, especially during tough times like when Yo is feeling down or without a job. This care and concern demonstrate the importance of aftercare, even in the midst of dominating dynamics. Pio and Rain in Love in the Air. In Pio and Rain's dynamic, dominance and submission play a starring role. When Rain slips up with a greeting, Pio swoops in with a correction, setting the tone for who's in charge. Pio's demand for respect is like the opening act, signaling his dominance loud and clear. But it's not all talk, Pio walks the walk too. He's not afraid to pin Rain against a counter, showing who's boss in a way that's hard to ignore. And when Rain steps out of line, Pio isn't shy about dishing out punishment, even if it means a spanking. Yet, amidst the power plays, there's a foundation of consent and communication. Rain's willingness to follow Pio's lead speaks volumes, showing he's on board with the dynamic. And Pio respects Rain's boundaries, proving he's not just about control but also understanding. But it's not just physical dominance at play. Pio is there for Rain emotionally, offering a shoulder to lean on and guidance when needed. Rain's trust and reliance on Pio highlight the depth of their dynamic, making it clear who's calling the shots and who's happy to follow along. Hira and Kiwa in My Beautiful Man. When it comes to Hira and Kiwa, there's a clear dance of dominance and submission. Kiwa's possessive streak shines bright, especially when it comes to Hira. He's like a guard dog, quick to show his jealousy and mark his territory whenever someone else gets too close to Hira. But it's not just about marking his territory, Kiwa's all about setting the rules too. He's the one laying down the law, telling Hira who he can and can't hang out with, and making sure Hira knows who's in charge. And Hira? Well, he's all in on the submissive side of things. He's like Kiwa's loyal puppy, ready to follow his lead and obey his every command without hesitation. Kiwa's word is law in Hira's eyes, and he's more than happy to let Kiwa take the reins. But it's not just about control, it's about adoration too. Hira looks up to Kiwa like he's some kind of god, craving his approval and validation at every turn. Kiwa's affection is like a lifeline for Hira, who'll do anything to keep his dominant partner happy and satisfied. Dean and Farman Until We Meet Again. Dean's got that commanding presence, no doubt about it. He's not one to beat around the bush, he just tells Farm what he wants, like when he straight up asks for Farm's phone number without even batting an eye. There's something about Dean's confidence and control that Farm finds irresistible. But it's not just about being bossy, Dean's also got a soft side. He takes it upon himself to look out for Farm, making sure he's safe and sound, whether it's rushing him to the hospital or comforting him after a scare. It's like he's got this protective instinct kicking into high gear, showing Farm that he's got his back no matter what. Their food exchange is a big deal too. Dean knows how to appreciate Farm's efforts, like when Farm cooks for him. And in return, Dean's all about showing his gratitude and respect, strengthening their bond in the process. It's like they've got this unspoken agreement, Farm takes care of Dean, and Dean takes care of Farm. And Farm? Well, he's all about following Dean's lead. He trusts Dean's judgment and is more than happy to do whatever Dean says, whether it's waiting around for him or following his instructions without question. It's all about that trust and respect, laying the foundation for a solid dom/sub relationship. Win and Team in Between Us. Win's approach to dominance is more playful and teasing, which suits his role as a brat tamer. He uses humor and lighthearted teasing to assert his dominance, such as when he yanks Team's towel in the locker room. This method helps maintain a fun yet controlled dynamic between them. Win often displays possessive behavior, such as hooking his arm around Team and guiding him physically. This possessiveness reinforces his role as a dom who is assertive and protective of his sub. Team's behavior often includes playful defiance and teasing, which are characteristic of a brat. He respects Win but also challenges him in a fun and engaging way, which is typical of brat dynamics. This back-and-forth interaction is a crucial aspect of their relationship. Despite his initial resistance, Team often complies with Win's commands, showing a gradual and playful submission. This dynamic showcases the balance between maintaining individuality and yielding to the dom's authority. Noi and T and I will knock you. T and Noi's relationship is characterized by clear dom/sub dynamics. Noi exhibits strong dominant traits, commanding respect and control over T. T willingly submits to Noi's authority. Noi's approach softens over time, showing care for T's feelings. T consents to the power exchange, indicating mutual understanding. Scenes like bandaging, feeding, and punishment showcase power dynamics, with T willingly complying with Noi's commands. Noi's behavior aligns with a dominant role, while T demonstrates submission. Their relationship involves negotiation, care, and mutual fulfillment. Their growth, family influence, and exploration of BDSM dynamics underscore themes of love, sacrifice, and self-discovery. Kin and Posh and Kim Posh. Their journey into kink had brought them to this point, fully embracing their roles as dom and sub. Kin slipped into the role of a firm yet loving master effortlessly, enjoying making Posh work for everything and relishing in Posh's sweet begging for what he wanted. Posh had some initial struggles, feeling a bit bashful, but Kin's treatment quickly erased any doubts. Initially, Kin treated him like a naughty brat in need of discipline, but soon showered him with endless praise, which melted Posh's heart. With each word of affirmation, Posh found himself easily slipping into submission, revealing a natural craving for praise. Kin embodies the role of a dominant in his relationship with Portia, showing control, authority, and care for his submissive partner. This dynamic isn't just in the bedroom, it's in Kin's commands, protective actions, and nurturing gestures toward Posh. Despite Posh's initial bratty behavior challenging Kin's control, it's Kin's unexpected displays of affection that earn Posh respect and deepen their connection. For Kin, Posh represents a departure from his past experiences, offering a unique and fulfilling dynamic that goes beyond mere dominance and submission. Vegas and Pete and Kim Posh. In the Vegas-Pete story, things get pretty intense with a dominant/submissive and sadomasochism vibe kicking in around episode 10. Vegas takes charge as the dom/master, and episode 11 even sees him introducing pet play by calling Pete his pet. But here's the twist, Pete's not exactly on board with all of it at first, showing some defiance that hints at a lack of consent. However, as the story unfolds, we see Pete gradually embracing his submissive role, especially in episode 11, where he willingly gives in to Vegas. This shift is significant, showing that Pete's consent is essential for their dynamic to work. Vegas also demonstrates his understanding and respect for Pete's boundaries by reverting to calling him by his name instead of pet. Throughout their journey, there are moments that clearly showcase BDSM dynamics. From Vegas teasing Pete to Pete's reactions that hint at his enjoyment of pain, it's evident that they are exploring elements of kink. Even in moments of intensity, there's an underlying theme of consent and mutual understanding, emphasizing the importance of these principles in any BDSM relationship. Of course, there are more couples that take part in several forms of BDSM. Lien and Quia in Cutie Pie, Sean, and White in Not Me, and another couple in Playboy. Are you into this gentry of BL? Let me know in the comments.